Hello, I trust that you are having a good time and you are walking in victory and overcoming and being hopeful about your life. Romans chapter 4 verse 17 onwards talks about Abraham, who had a lot of struggle with his life about whether he will have a child or not have a child. And this is how the Bible describes Abraham. It says, as it is written, I have made you a father of many nations, in the presence of him whom he believed, God who gives life to the dead and calls the things which do not exist as though they did, who contrary to hope in hope believe. God who calls the things which be not as though they were. Abraham had a hopeless situation, so to speak. The Bible says that his body was dead and the womb of his wife was dead. Now, if you were a couple in your 70s, 80s, 90s, the man is described as dead, the woman's womb is dead, and still you want to have a child. Everybody would think you are mentally not sound up there. It's a hopeless situation. But the Bible says that when there was no hope, Abraham created hope. It's possible to create hope when there is no hope. It's calling the things which be not as though they were. It's declaring something which is not your present reality. Maybe now you are locked down, but you can declare freedom. You can declare that you will overcome. You can declare that you'll be the head and not the tail. The story is told of a man called Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist. He was from Austria. But during the Second World War, he was imprisoned in a Nazi concentration camp. And he was dehumanized in so many ways. But he survived. And he told the world why he survived. And this is something Viktor Frankl said. He says that in the prison he realized that everything can be taken from a man, but the last thing that cannot be taken from a human being is our attitude to choose how we'll react in every circumstance or every situation. In other words, you can be in a hopeless situation and choose hope. You can be in a fearful situation and choose faith. You can be poor and choose prosperity. You choose how you want to respond to life, not how life treats you. And so in this circumstance, as we're all struggling and thinking about how the future is going to be, how we're going to deal with our future, how we're going to deal with life, I want you, like Abraham, to think, it may be hopeless around me, but I'm going to call the things which be not as though they were. Like Viktor Frankl, I'm in a prison, but I see myself free. I see myself operating a thriving business. Hope is critical to survival. And don't give up hope. So whilst we're going through all that we're going through, all this siege, we're locked down, life is very unstable, I want you to see your life doing well. Life beyond lockdown, life beyond this COVID, life beyond the virus. I want you to see your future, see your business, see your family. And I want you to trust God that the mental image you have about the future will meet His approval, that your eyes will meet with God. It is in hope that we make eye contact with God, and He brings to pass the expectation of the righteous. I pray for you that your hope will not disappoint you, that your hope will be fulfilled.